Yeah.
All right. Episode 4. We have a special guest, iPhone 6, it looks like, also known as Liam. This episode 4, like I said, we're gonna talk about the Heisman, college football playoff, and the New Year's Six bowl games. So as we all know, Saturday night, the Heisman winner was Caleb Williams, which I knew that was going to be the case. Although I did doubt it after the Pac-12 championship game. He played like crap a little bit. He didn't play very good. Um, yeah, Eamon and iPhone 6. What do you guys think?
Uh, we we knew this was going to happen. We knew Caleb Williams was going to win. It's easy to win, especially if you're a good quarterback like that. I think Lincoln Riley has a system, especially in a Pac-12, where you can put stats up. Um, he had a great season. He did. He really did. Don't get me wrong. He lost to Utah twice. Uh, I would have liked to see something else besides four quarterbacks getting in. Walmart Jimmy G got in.
Over
Uh,
Hendon Hooker. Like,
Hendon Hooker and even Blake Corum, I would like to see in there. Or I think Bijan Robinson could have got in there before him.
it's not like you don't want a Michigan guy in there. You
No, I
hate
don't. I don't. But I'm just
Go
saying, like, I know
blue.
Jimmy G. I think G and G's Walmart version should be in. All right, Liam, what do you think?
To
We
be
can't
honest, I
see
didn't
you,
really.
buddy.
What?
We can't see you.
Let me fix that.
Oh,
You see
there
me
we
now?
go. Look at him.
You see me now?
I
Yeah.
see you now.
Oh, awesome, awesome. I wanted Stetson to win it.
Ah,
Why?
why?
Fuck Caleb. Caleb paints his nails, but I wanted Stetson to win it.
Why? What has he done compared to the other three? That
He has a perfect season,
okay, I'll give
number
you
one
that.
seed. And he's
Yeah.
gonna win another national championship. He's gonna have 2 national championship belts.
He won't win another. There's no way.
I
I think
I,
he
I don't
will.
know. I think I might. I think I'm with Liam on this one. I think Georgia does win it all again.
No.
But
Baby, go blue.
I do like. I think like don't get me wrong. He has like the perfect record to go behind it, and he's like efficient. Yeah, I think he had like 25 and like 5 or something like that, or
But their
20.
offense struggled a lot this year.
Yeah. And so like that held me back. And I think there's other guys. Like I would have taken freaking Duggan.
Yeah, he talk about a guy that played his guts out.
Yeah.
I mean, he almost single-handedly won that game for TCU
Oh, big hand, big
in
time.
the Big 12 championship.
I just think yeah, and I think CJ Stroud, don't get me wrong, he would have had to beat Michigan, and I think they would have had to not even blown out Michigan, but just like if they would have won by a touchdown or maybe,
Oh,
or at least put like if they would have made it even a little bit competitive instead
yeah.
of getting blown out, I think he would have been a bigger push for maybe second or even first. But I think Caleb Williams kind of just took it away especially with his rushing yards and touchdowns.
Well, if they didn't get absolutely embarrassed by
I think
Michigan,
do you think he wins it if they don't get embarrassed?
no, I think he's probably second in voting.
Yeah.
I
I
mean,
think
I think it was Caleb Williams after the UCLA game. Like it was no matter what anyone else did, he was going to win.
I think at the point too, it was Hendon Hooker's to lose until
He got
they
hurt.
not even then. I think the game against Georgia kind of hurt him a lot and put
But
Caleb
I think
Williams
he
really
still
in
had a
there.
chance after because
Yeah,
he
I
didn't
do.
play good against Georgia, but I still think he had a shot.
Yeah, I thought so, but I think after that game, Caleb Williams, even when they lost, he was putting up insane numbers.
Yeah.
Lee, what do you think?
About what?
Was there a guy outside of the four that you thought should have made the Heisman play?
Probably Hendon Hooker.
You
Yeah.
think
Probably,
so?
yeah, him. He his stats are only 27. He has 27 touchdowns for 2 interceptions, which I think is pretty good
Yeah.
on the year.
And he only played 10 games.
Yeah.
Was there any other for both of you guys? Was there any other guy outside of those four quarterbacks that you would have liked to see, like a non-quarterback position? Like I know we say Blake Corum, but I feel like he was one of them. Like for me, the two guys I think about the most that I thought had great years. I thought
Martin Harrison.
sophomore. That's who I thought. Sophomore Marvin Harrison, true sophomore. He led the league in the most contested catches.
Yeah.
Great. And I really thought if you went back and looked at the film and watched their games, Bijan Robinson really bailed out Texas on a lot of games, especially having like he rushed for 150 yards, 3 touchdowns, and catch for like 60 yards. So, and he's the only guy this year with 1,500 rushing yards plus 300 yards receiving.
Yeah, he's pretty good. I mean,
It was a good year.
I mean, no running backs can be drafted in the first round this year.
I think he will. I think he'll be the only one. And I guarantee you it's gonna people were saying the Cardinals, but do you know who I think they're really gonna give it to?
Who?
I think he ends up an Eagle. Why pay Miles? Like, don't get me wrong, I love Miles
I don't
Sanders.
think Miles Sanders is going to request as much money as people think.
No, because he's having a
No,
great
I
year.
don't think so either.
He's having a great year, so he's gonna command the money.
Yeah.
And I think
I don't know.
I think knowing Philadelphia, they're gonna Bijan's such a good like receiving back, and he stays healthy. So, but yeah, I think the Bijan should have been in the conversation. Marvin Harrison Jr.
Marvin Harrison Jr. to me was the best non-quarterback player this year.
I think so. I think the only other receiver that was just as that I liked just as much was the Tennessee wide receiver Hyatt.
Oh, he won the Blitnikoff.
Yeah, he did. He had 15 touchdowns, and he had like what 5 against like Alabama or whatever.
Yeah,
So
he's insane. I think he might be coming back,
I think so. I think he is.
which I hope. But
So
all right, well, let's move on to the first game of the college football playoff, the semifinal, which is Georgia versus Ohio State. Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl, obviously. So basically a home game for Georgia. This is December 31st, 8 p.m. kick. Georgia's 6.5-point favorite. Over under 62. I'm going Georgia minus 6.5, and I'm going the under. I think Georgia's going to steamroll them. I mean, it's not even going to be close.
So I'm going Georgia, and I'm taking the 6.5, but I'm taking the over in this game.
Mm-hmm.
I think Ohio State's. After watching them play LSU, that Keely Ringo, I was expecting him to do a lot better against LSU's receivers because it's not like, don't get me wrong, LSU's always big on the receiver end, especially with Booty who's coming back this year.
Yeah, he's only a
senior
freshman, right?
Huh?
He's a sophomore, right?
He's a junior.
Oh, huh.
Yeah.
He'd be like a third round pick.
Yeah, they were saying that he was going to be a first round this year. And like mid to late first round, but he said he wants to come back for senior year.
Get that degree.
I think that even though like he played well, but Keely Ringo was he was lining up against whoever, and there was a ton of times where he gave up a touchdown, he was giving up plays left and right. He just didn't look like smooth, like people were saying that he was going to be. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think since he's the number one and he's going up against Marvin Harrison Jr., that's my thing. I think the Georgia automatically going to stop the run game.
He doesn't have a run game.
Yeah, and so I think Ohio State's best chance is going to be running or throwing the ball against them. So, but yeah, I'm gonna take the over because I think they're both going to score points. I think Walmart Jimmy G does pretty well in the big moments, and I'm gonna take Georgia. How about you, Lee?
I like Ohio State. I'm taking Ohio State. Ohio State 6.5. And I'm gonna go with the over. They're CJ Stroud, Stetson Bennett. It's gonna be a dueling battle against those two. You know, both Heisman finalists. We're gonna put up major points. Both have really good receiving cores. It's just gonna come down to one stop basically, and I think Ohio State's gonna get it.
I will say this though, depending on how healthy Jalen Carter is, because he's pretty banged up. He's had some ankle, knee, foot injuries this year.
They have a month to like rest.
Yeah. Still, as long as if he's 100%, good. But I do like that Travion Henderson for the running back for Ohio State. He's a pretty big boy and he can move. So I feel like if they can get him going early on, Ohio State's best chance is to get the run game going just so that they can open up the airways for the receivers.
Yeah, well, speaking of Ohio State running backs, a former Ohio State running back by
Ooh.
the name of J.K. Dobbins absolutely cooked the Pittsburgh Steelers run defense
Yeah,
on
he did.
Sunday.
He did.
So,
That's
anyways,
great.
we're gonna move on to the next game. Number 2, Michigan versus number 3, TCU, the Verbo Fiesta Bowl. Now this is in
Ooh.
Arizona, I think. It's
Yeah, I
December
think so.
1st, 4 p.m. kick. Michigan 7.5-point favorite. TCU obviously is 7.5-point dog. Over under 58.5. Let's start with Liam.
I want to hear this too because I think he's on the same page as me.
I hate Michigan. I'm gonna go with TCU 7.5 favorite or 7.5. I'm gonna take the over again. It's gonna be another high scoring game. That's what I think is gonna happen. I don't really know much about TCU, but I hate Michigan, so I'm going against them.
Fair enough.
Fair
Amy,
enough.
what do you have?
Oh, I'm going TCU. I
Win?
think TCU's gonna win. I'm going the over. Blake Corum, he's probably gonna be out, right? And
His ACL.
yeah, he's done. And I really think Dugan can pull this one off. And I like him. I think he's a better quarterback than what Michigan's got over there. And they have a better. I don't think Michigan's corners are very great. I still don't. And I think that Quentin Johnson's going to do really well.
I mean, Michigan's corners, and Michigan's defense as a whole, which includes the corners, really, they shut down CJ Stroud. And
Yeah, but I don't know. I didn't like. I'm not a huge CJ Stroud guy. I don't think CJ Stroud has that it factor. Like he had time to sit there and he missed throws and he tried to let his guys make plays, but he wasn't letting them make plays. So I think Dugan's got that it factor, dude.
Yeah, maybe.
He
does. He does.
He got it. I think he's gonna do well.
Well,
talking about TCU, my boy Jalen Clem at Kansas State beat them in the conference championship.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I picked Kansas State.
Yeah, it was a sad day that day.
Bad day.
So looks like I'm the only one on Michigan here. But
Yep.
I think TCU will cover, but I think Michigan wins the game. I think TCU hasn't dealt with a physical team like Michigan yet, honestly. The same thing I said about Ohio State too, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
Ohio State gets punched in the mouth, they can't do anything. Nothing. They stink. They're weak. I'm going the over too.
Over. Yeah.
TCU to cover, Michigan to win. I'm over. Okay. So we got the
Ooh, New Year's 6.
Yep, first one. The Tennessee Volunteers versus
Clemson.
Capital One Orange Bowl, December 30th, 8 p.m. kick. Clemson, I hate this, is a 6.5-point favorite.
Ooh, the 6 versus the 9.
The over/under is 64. We'll start with Eamon on this one. We've all had turns to go first, so we'll start with Eamon.
Usually I would say Tennessee. I usually would, but I think I'm gonna take Clemson. Just for the fact that DJ Ugabadugi's gone. We don't have Ugabadugi. He got benched. He's gonna be in the portal soon.
He already is.
He already is.
He is. He's done. So Ugabadugi's gonna go cry on the bench. And they got a new guy. The offense put him in, and he seems pretty revitalized. He's like up and that offense changed for some reason. I don't understand why Ugabadugi couldn't do very well.
Well, Will Shipley is so good.
Shipley's a dog. Okay, he's like a McCaffrey.
Yeah. Well, here, my favorite clip is when Dabo Swinney has DJ Ugalele on the plane saying, "You're gonna throw touchdowns." There, and 2 years later, he's gone.
Who the hell is Ugalele?
The QB.
Ugalele, it's Ugabadugi.
But
I'm taking the over though, because I do think even though without Hendon Hooker, the offense is still pretty legit with the wide receivers.
Baby.
So I'm gonna take the over, but I think Tennessee covers, but I think Clemson wins by like a field goal. I think it's gonna be a close game. I don't think either's defense is very strong at all, and I think it's gonna. I think the big name to watch is Brian Brees and Murphy on the
I think
edge.
Brian
And
Brees is going to play.
he.
He's a top 10 pick.
Yeah, he is. So it
He's-
depends on him. If he doesn't play, then but I could see him playing. He seems like a guy who'll play his final senior game or his final game. Like,
The junior.
is he?
He graduated high school when me and you did.
Well, we're about to be seniors. Whatever. But he's a big boy. He
Getting old.
and yeah, we are. And he's a big time factor in that interior defense. And Murphy, it's going to depend if he plays or not because he's considered a top 15 pick.
Yeah.
So it depends. It's all really going to be defense on this one because both offenses are going to be able to cook.
Yeah. Liam, who do you have?
I'm taking Tennessee, even though Hendon Hooker's out. I'm still
Smart.
taking Tennessee.
Smart man.
I don't know if they're going to cover it, but I think they'll win by like a field goal.
Well, then they would cover then.
Yeah, my bad. I'm not good with that shit. Anyways, I'm
You're
going to take the under 64. I think it's going to be a defensive battle game instead. I'm going to take the under on that.
It's a good take. Good take. Here's what I'm going to take.
Who you taking? Who you taking?
I'm going Tennessee and the over. I mean, I think Clemson's crap this year. I mean, with or without DJ. So I can't hear anything. I can't hear anything.
Rocky Top.
Oh, okay.
That's how it sounded with yours. I was like, dude, come on.
Well, yeah, I have a bad area right here. Wi-Fi.
Let's go. Next game. Next game.
All-State Sugar Bowl, baby. Alabama versus K-State. 31st, noon kick. Alabama 3-point favorite. Kansas State 3-point dog. Over on 4.5. Give me K-State to cover and to win, and give me the over. Give me the over.
Over. All right. Lee, what are you thinking?
I like Kansas State. I'm going with my boy Jalen Clem again. I want his team to win the bowl. They'll cover it, and I'm going to go to under. I'm going under.
I think Kansas State will beat them by a few points.
I like how close they have the game. We're gonna do the sweep here. We're gonna do K-State. Alabama's gonna be without Jahmyr Gibbs, Bryce Young, who I put $50 on to be the number 1 overall pick this year.
Will Anderson.
Will Anderson's gonna be gone. Julius Battle, their strong safety who leads that defense. Like they have a bunch of guys who I don't think are gonna play at all just because of the draft and you don't want them to get hurt. But K-State got some guys that need to play for the draft talk, like my boy Deuce Vaughn.
He's so good.
He's so good, but if he plays well in this game, it'll help his draft stock. He's like a 3rd, 4th round pick in a lot of people's eyes. He can help move up and one of the top running backs. He's good in the passing game. He's a great runner. He's like a Darren Sproles. So I'm gonna take K-State, and I think I'm gonna say now that I think I can see him win by double digits, 10 points, 10. Yeah, I'm gonna go 10.
You think it's gonna be double digits?
I do. I think double digits.
Ooh. I think they'll beat them. I just don't think Alabama's Alabama. I mean, they have
It is,
5-star recruits up and down the roster. I mean, I think they'll definitely. I think Kansas State will beat them just because those big name guys aren't going to play.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I like Kansas State. Yeah, I think Kansas State will probably beat them by a field goal or a touchdown. I'm not going double digits.
I think a touchdown and a field goal could do it.
Yeah, I don't know about the double digits. Liam, what do you
The only thing is, if it's a close game, I could see Alabama's just experience with Nick Saban pulling it out then.
Yeah, I think Nick Saban's done soon.
Oh, I don't. I think he's got too much in the tank. So I think he's too competitive, not just to go out. He'd have to win. The only way I can see him going out soon is if they win another national championship, and then he just calls it quits.
Yeah,
him and Bill Belichick will retire the same year.
You heard it here, folks.
Hey, iPhone number 6.
Lee, is there a specific year that you think?
No, not a specific year, but whenever one calls it quits, the other will. Two good coaches will call it quits at the same year.
I'd say probably 2024, 2025.
I'm calling like we're 2022. I'm saying like 2027.
You think? Wow. Well,
They
isn't
got. I think they both
Belichick
have
like
to-
70?
Yeah, Belichick's gonna coach for a little while. He's gonna coach until at least gets Bill or Shula's record.
He's almost there, isn't he?
He is, but I think he still thinks he can make a team competitive. So
Fair enough. All right. Goodyear Cotton Bowl Classic, USC versus
Who the,
Tulane.
who the fuck's Tulane? Who the fuck is Tulane?
Green Wave,
right.
maybe.
who wants to go on? Who wants to go first on this one? Because Liam needs a little bit to look them up.
No, I don't need. No, fuck. USC's beating the fuck out of Tulane. I've never heard of them.
All right, over the under, Lee.
I'm taking the over. Fuck, I don't know. Yeah, the over. I'm going over. Fucking Tulane. Who the fuck is that?
They're in New Orleans. They're from New Orleans.
Who cares? USC. Fuck.
All right, I'm taking Tulane. Tulane's offense is freaking good. They and I don't think
have they ever played a Pac-12 defense though?
What you ever see a Pac-12 play defense? No.
Yeah, I have. Well, actually,
And no, we haven't. And and plus I don't think Caleb Williams is gonna end up playing.
I think you will.
I think that hamstring's a lot worse than is as bad as they're saying, and I don't think they're gonna risk him just for the fucking Cotton Bowl.
Well,
If this was like a college football playoff game, then I would say yes, he's gonna play. No doubt in my mind, he'll get in there. This is the Cotton Bowl. They're gonna want him to reload for next year because their mind's on him winning them a national championship,
which they had a chance to do but failed
yeah,
miserably.
They did.
Anyways, I'm going USC because I actually think Caleb Williams will play. And I'm going to go the over. Give me USC in the over.
Taking the over in Tulane.
Okay.
Wait, did Jordan Addison declare yet?
I think he is.
Yeah, but I don't know if he's playing or not. So
he didn't declare yet, but I think he's going to declare soon. So,
all right. Number 8 Utah versus number 11 Penn State.
The hometown team, Eamon.
Fuck Penn State.
I didn't ask for your fucking opinion.
They're dogs here, Eamon. They're dogs.
They are. They're +3.
Hey, Liam, let's get a "Let's Go Utes" chant. Let's go.
Let's go Utes. Let's go Utes.
You sound so fucking
baby. Let's go Utes. I don't know anyone on Utah, but let's go Utah, baby.
He said, "Let's go Utes," like the chip and pretzel factory.
All right, Brett, you want to start us off?
I'm going Utah on the over. Penn State stinks. They're horrible. Anytime they play a good team, they just shit the bed. They stink.
Couldn't agree more.
What'd you say?
I couldn't agree more.
All right, so I'm going Penn State. It's going to be under. Utah hasn't played a defense like Penn State's. They're good. Penn State's got a good defense. I think Sean Clifford's finally been throwing the ball. I don't know. I say this every week for the final 4 games every year. He decides to throw the ball for more than 270 yards and less than an interception for once. And they're on a roll. Singleton's great and Allen as a duo for wide receivers. So I'm excited, and I think that even if Clifford does bad, they'll put in Aller, who
I don't think Aller could win them against Utah. There's no way.
Yeah, I just don't see Utah's defense it's not as good as like
their corner made first team All-American.
Oh, really? No, it was or because I was looking
him and the guy from Illinois.
I saw the ESPN. It was the guy from Mississippi State in Illinois. So
was the AP?
it was like ESPN AP or whatever. So
think they're
yeah,
wrong.
because the guy from Mississippi State was leading the nation with like 6 interceptions this year.
Anyways,
So
yeah, sad day in Mississippi State too. By the way,
yeah, Mike Leach. I wonder if that running back who was shitting on him for after he transferred feels bad now.
Yeah, that he was such. Dude, I watched like all these clips of him today, and he's just like he's one of the most genuine, funny guys like
He's
ever.
the funniest dude ever.
Like, just the way like he's so monotone and like the way he speaks and stuff
Or the way he talks about getting girls and everything to his players.
with the weddings.
Yeah.
His wedding advice is so funny.
So yeah, I'm taking Penn State. So yeah.
Yeah.
What's our next game?
I think that's it. But
Is
I
that
mean, we
it?
can preview the national championship if you'd like.
We could talk about national championship.
I
How
think
It's
much time we got left?
we got
10 minutes?
10 minutes. 10 minutes on free Zoom.
Where's Pitt
Um,
at? Where's the Pitt game?
Oh
Nobody-
yeah, let's talk about the Pitt game. They're playing in the Sun Bowl against UCLA.
Yeah. that's what
Oh, I'm
saying.
going UCLA on that one.
Yeah, so am I.
I am.
I'm
I'll
going
take UCLA
hometown
at the
team.
over.
Hometown
kidding.
City Pitt.
No, I'm kidding. I'm going Pitt.
No, stop it. You know, you said UCLA. Don't lose just because Liam's saying Pitt.
No, I was joking. I'm never going against the home
Don't say
team.
you're joking. You weren't joking.
I was joking. You don't know what was going on in my brain.
Oh, whatever. Is there any games this weekend in the NFL you want to talk about? Because I had a few that
Let
I'd like
me
to
give you
look at.
my pick for the Pitt game.
Oh God, here we go.
I'm going Pitt plus
Mhm.
6 to win in the over.
All right, I'm gonna go Pitt losing, taking UCLA the over, and Pitt's not covering. So
Well, as long as I have Liam on my side, that's all that
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
on Brett's
Liam's
side. I
been
don't,
doing
even,
that.
I don't even gotta look it up. I'm on Brett's side.
as I look it up, I'm gonna be on press side. All right,
matters. NFL,
yeah, there's a couple games that I think are huge this week.
Bills, Dolphins,
Bills, Dolphins, completely.
Lions, Jets.
Lions, Jets is
I'm a Detroit Lions fan now.
Oh, I'm a believer of the Lions.
You guys are bandwagons.
I am.
Don't no,
I am.
I've been saying them all year long.
I don't care. I'm a
It's
bandwagon.
okay. I've been rooting for them all year. I think 49ers, Seahawks is a huge game.
Niners will blow them out.
I don't know. Gino's playing well. Brock Purdy had a good game, but I don't know how long that train's gonna run.
They play Thursday night.
Yeah. Trying to see.
I think Buffalo is absolutely going to destroy.
Dude, the best thing is Falcons Saints. That's a huge game because either one of those teams can still win their division.
Yeah, and the Steelers Panthers. If the Steelers lose, they have a better
Panthers are still in the contention.
and it'll be Mike Tomlin's first losing season ever if they lose.
Yeah. Patriots, Raiders, both or actually that's just for the Patriots trying to make the playoffs.
Patriots will make the playoffs.
And the Titans and Chargers, they're both 7-6.
Oh, the Patriots have a tough schedule.
Mm-hmm.
They play the Raiders, Bengals, Dolphins, Bills.
My two big games for the week though are Giants, Commanders.
Go Commanders, baby.
And
Sunday Night Football.
yeah,
Let's go Giants.
they flexed them to Sunday Night Football.
Who was supposed to be Sunday Night Football?
I forget, but they after the first game and going in OT, they flexed to other game. And I think the other big game,
Chargers.
yeah, but the Giants and Lions game for me is gonna be huge because the Lions are still playing for the playoffs and Jets are playing to stay in the playoffs.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I don't.
And dude, there's not even a favorite for the game. It's even.
For what one?
Lions Jets.
Yeah, I'm going the Lions. They're gonna
I'm taking the line. Dude, Goff is playing great.
No, I want the Jets.
Dave, shut up. Yeah, Goff has been playing great.
Jets, Jets.
No, Dave, come on.
Whoa.
Jets sucks. What did they do? Like Mike White broke his ribs probably, or his
Yeah,
internal.
they're going back to Flacco.
Flacco.
Zach Wilson, they must hate Zach Wilson if he doesn't start over.
Oh, dude, no, he won't start.
And-
He won't.
and
Zach Wilson
Flacco,
is a bum. Zach
and
Wilson
Flacco
is
we
a
trust.
bum.
Huh?
And Flacco we trust.
Jets Nation, let's fly.
So,
You guys been watching the FIFA World Cup? Screw
No.
football. Let's talk about World Cup.
I saw Argentina beat
Yeah,
Croatia.
Messi.
which
Messi
sucked because that really gorgeous girl from there was like, if they win the whole thing, she'll get naked.
Messi's going for his second cup.
Messi's never won a cup.
Did he not win back in 2014?
No.
He won in 2014.
Wasn't them.
Look what it was.
No, here. I think it's like I thought it was like I think it's the Netherlands. You
I'll
dunce.
look it up.
God.
No, it was Germany.
Germany. Deutschland.
But he's going for his first one, the GOAT.
Yeah.
If he hasn't won the
First
World
one.
Cup.
I mean, I don't watch soccer. Well, France and Morocco tomorrow.
Yeah,
I think Morocco.
France is probably going to kill him. They've been.
Do you know Mbappe has a trans girlfriend?
I don't even know who Mbappe is.
He's like
He's
the
the best-
new like he's like the
He's
new
the best
face.
player in France.
Yeah, he's like the new face of soccer, like all around, like over
Is
like
it
Messi and them.
Kylian Mbappe?
Kylian Mbappe.
Kylian
He won.
Mbappe?
Yeah.
He won a World
Mbappe.
Cup when he was. He won a World Cup when he was 19.
I think he's a pretty good soccer player then, huh?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. He's got 2 girlfriends.
But in 2026, the World Cup comes to the United States.
Leo, me and you should go.
There's a game in Philly and there's a game in New Jersey.
Yeah, let's go. Let's go,
We should
Liam.
go to the one in Jersey.
Yeah, I want to go to them.
I'll go.
I think it'd be a fun experience.
Well, because hopefully, it'll be a fun experience if all the Europeans travel over.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Because the United States, like, we don't care about soccer.
You're right.
We only care about football, basketball, hockey, and probably more baseball than hockey. And I like hockey more than baseball, so I'll say hockey over baseball.
I think people
Anyways,
care about
Bucco's, hey. Bucco's making moves. Vince, hey, Buccos are gonna win the World Series. You heard it here first.
Not in our lifetime.
You don't know.
Maybe when we're 60.
Maybe when we're dead.
Yeah, probably.
We're gonna live to our 90s and they're still not gonna win a game. But
Anyways,
I'm not a Bucco fan, so I don't care.
yeah.
But I do think that no, I think people are like honestly nowadays, even like I think if you were to pick the more popular sports in the United States, it's football, baseball, hockey. I think more people play basketball than hockey because
hockey's getting more popular.
Yeah, but
Hockey's
it's expensive.
Yeah, but
I think
not in
that
terms of like professional leagues.
no, that's what I'm saying. The NBA, nobody did the NBA. There was more people watching the Jets Giants game than there was people overall watching the NBA finals.
Yeah, I don't.
Playoff hockey is just different.
It is. Playoff baseball is different. NBA basketball, it's the same thing year round. Nobody gives a shit.
Yeah, I hate there's
no defense. Like there's a difference.
If there was a team in Pittsburgh, I would probably care about the NBA, but there's not, and I don't really care.
If you were to tell me, if you were to instead say NBA and bring in college basketball, I'd fully go with I'd go NBA, baseball, and NFL, like the main 3. But like NBA is just, dude, it's so boring.
Yeah.
There's no point.
So the MLB, I hate watching baseball. I'll go to a game. Like I love going to a game.
I love base. I like watching it. It's relaxing. Go in there, grab a beer, get nachos.
Only time I can watch a baseball game is if I'm at the game. I can't watch it on TV.
Unless the Pirates.
The attention span of a fly. But yeah, I think that
we should all go to a hockey game together.
Hockey games.
That'd be fun.
I'd go to a hockey game.
Yeah,
that'd be fun.
Lays the DD. Yeah, it's great.
iPhone number 6.
iPhone 6.
What do you want, B-Ret?
Huh?
B-Ret.
Great.
Brett. Yeah, that's all right.
Been a long time. So Lee, you gonna come out with us this weekend?
I mean, I'm there.
You're gonna be our DD.
No, I'd
On
rather.
Friday.
So, anyways, yeah, that was episode 4. Thanks for tuning in. We'll have some more stuff
time.
coming up in the next week.
Lee, we'll have to have you back on again.
Yeah,
That was
especially
fun.
in person.
Yeah, we'll do an in-person one soon with you. Now that we're all home, we're
Yeah.
gonna be home.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I'm already home. Brett's home, right? Yeah,
Yeah,
Brett's home.
yeah, I've been home.
We're just
So,
waiting on you. Just waiting on you.
I'll be home soon.
All right, well, thanks for tuning in. That wraps up episode 4.